Hello. I'm going live. I'm just posting this fact on Twitter. Come and do the quiz. Hello, everybody. Say hello if you're here. We're going to do the quiz. Oh, yeah. Let's just quickly post it on Facebook as well. That quiz is imminent. Quiz is happening. Quiz is going to be here in just a second. We're just about to do the quiz. Live now. Link. Post. Okay, there we go. Now then, who's here? Hello, Anna. And other people here, right? Okay, first question tonight. Name this tune. Come on. Thanks. All right. Right, well done, Anna. I was playing that particularly badly. I've actually been practicing that. And you know what it's like. Practice goes really well. And then the live one's a bit rubbish. But Anna, you... Oops. Hang on a second, folks. Ignore that. A chaotic start to the quiz here.
Marion.
Okay, that was just a wheel of names making a bit of a noise. Anna, you got the first sort of incidental question right, so you are straight on the wheel. Okay, now, who's all here? Let's say hello, and then we'll get the quiz started very soon. The quiz is going to start at exactly 5 past. That's the target anyway. Of course, that's a 1 minute time, so I might miss that target, but that's the target. First question, 5 past. Okay, Harvey. Hello, Harvey. What's your Twitter handle again, Paul? It's at DP Quiz. That's what it is, at DP Quiz. See, I'll just put that in the comments there. Hello, Harvey. Melanie, hello. Hello, Kirsty. Hello, Craig. From East Yorkshire. The Wolves. Kevin Warman. Wow, that's an aggressive name, Kevin. Never mind the surname. Hey, with the monkeys. Yeah, that was right. Well done for getting that. JPS here. JPS, listen. I was just talking to Louisa, who had a mini table tennis kit. You won it last week, but I've not heard from you. I don't know your address, so if you want that, then make sure you send me the address. Otherwise, I'll have to give away the prize to somebody else. You know what I mean? Because Louisa is dying to send that prize to somebody. Hello, Mr. Mackey. Thank you very much, Mr. Mackey, for today. Thank you. Appreciate it a lot. Craig, the Wolves. I don't know if you... I'm sure you're not the same person who was on, but someone was talking about the Wolves at the 7 o'clock quiz. I was like, where's the Wolves? I don't even know where the Wolves is. East Yorkshire, they said. So now I learned something. Hello, Connelly. Is that a portmanteau? Hello, Ginge McCabe. Fantastic. Hello, John. Hello, Holly and Sam from the Wirral. All right. That's the bit that's near Liverpool and it kind of sticks out. It's like that. It's like Liverpool, Wirral, and then Wales. Sticks out. It's like a tooth. Right, everyone's... I hope you're all in a good mood. I'm in a good mood. Let's do the quiz. Let's get started. I've already missed my target to start the quiz by 5 past. A little bit slow getting on here. So let's not fanny about it. Let's get straight on to it, ladies and First of all, welcome. I'm Dr. Paul. I'm your Quizmaster. The quiz lasts for 1 hour, all right, from now till 10 o'clock. That's the main part of the quiz. After that, we play a few games for names to get names on the wheel of prizes. And then at 10:30, I'll be spinning the wheel, and that's where you can win prizes, okay? Give us a share, please. I could do with a few more people here, so hit the share. Share with your friends. Tell them that you're doing a quiz. Challenge them. Say, I'll beat you at the quiz. Dr. Paul quiz coming up. I bet I'll beat you. Just tell them that. How to play is very simple. I ask the questions. You write down the answers. Bit of paper. After each round, you do your own marking. You don't shout out answers on the chat while you're here. You just write them down. Unless I'm specifically asking you to shout out the answer to a question. If I do that, then the first one with the right answer gets on the wheel of names. So don't shout out answers in the chat. Last time we played was Wednesday. After every quiz, I make a league table. So the league table was divided by Harold's the other night. Top of the pile there. Trust me on my stomach. Fabian Society Noodle Doodles. They were all under Harold Bishop. That's the top tier. The middle tier was Harold Meeker, talking about Rent-A-Ghost. Later on, Blanc, Covered in Glory, Triangulation, Breeder Deed. Yes. Lumpy Gravy were here. And the bottom tier, the Shipman. Not very nice. Okay. So, Zoom quiz, get in touch if you want a private Zoom quiz. You can hire me. That's great. You know, Deadpool, there's only a couple of days left for Deadpool. You've got to get your entry in by the end of February to guess who's going to be the most famous person to die in March. If you predict that correctly, you will win £1 million. Brackets. Scratch card. So that could be up to £1 million. The most anybody's actually won is £100, but that's still pretty good. There's the link. I'm just putting the link in the chat now. So you have to predict the most famous person to die in the coming month. All right. Hello, Kirsten. Hello, Connor. Yay. Michael J. Fox, King of Jenga team, back on. Come on. All right. Fantastic. From the newsroom. It's been nearly a year. Peaky Fifers. All right. Yes. Okay. Not good at multitasking. I'll message you after. Right. No problem. Okay. Let's get on with it. Fierce Beer were our sponsors, 7 o'clock. There's no beer prize tonight, 9 o'clock, but there is a vodka prize. A small vodka prize. You can still use a discount code. DP Quiz gets you a discount at their place, Fierce Beer. Ask me about it later. That was the prize they gave away at 7 o'clock. Right, prizes tonight. We've got this impossible 1,000-piece Minions jigsaw puzzle donated by Bill. We gave this away at 7 o'clock, which is a personal organiser from a bygone age of Bits and Bytes. And we'll give away this tonight. Cormac McCarthy, The Road, and Billy Connolly DVD. That's from David. If you ever want to give away a prize, just get in touch, and it puts your name on the wheel. That's what it does. So, you ready? Here we go. It's 10 minutes past. I'm 5 minutes behind schedule. That's not too bad. Let's go. Same letter round is 5 questions. All the answers start with the same letter, and that should help you. You know what I mean? Here we go. Remember, don't shout any of these out. Just write them down. I'll give you the answers after each round. So question number 1 is a geography question. Which river joins together Vienna, Budapest and Belgrade? 3 fantastic capital cities, but which river connects all of them? That's question number 1. Let's get this round fairly swift. Compensate for a slightly late start tonight. Question number 2. Who is the King of Scotland at the outset of Macbeth by Shakespeare? All right. The play Shakespeare, the Scottish play by Macbeth. Which character is the King of Scotland at the beginning of the play? That's question number 2. Remember, all the answers in the first round start with the same letter of the alphabet. Number 3 is this one. Which US city filed for bankruptcy by 2013, making it the largest ever US city to go bust? It had a debt of $20 billion. A whole city went bust. It's a city that's famous for music and famous for cars, amongst other things. Here's an easy one. This should give you the, well, it will give you the letter. There's not going to be anyone on here who doesn't know the answer to this, surely. Complete the title of this 1992 film by Quentin Tarantino. It's called Reservoir something. What is the something? Number 5, which 4-letter word is the name of an art and literature movement which began around about 1916 in Zurich? Kind of surrealism, precursor of surrealism, and it took its name from a French word which means hobby horse. So the 4-letter word is an answer. The answer is a 4-letter word, and hopefully you should have the first letter already. So you've only got to get 3 letters there to finish the answer. So it's a little bit like surrealism. It was like using urinals as sculptures and drawing beards on the Mona Lisa and stuff like that. Kind of playful / surrealist. Let me know if you're ready. That's the thing to do at this point. If you are ready, if you've got 5 answers, tell me in the chat. Just say that you're ready or ready to go or got it, something like that, so that I know to move on. Otherwise, here they are one more time, just very quickly. So which river? Vienna, Budapest, Belgrade. Who's the King of Scotland at the beginning of Macbeth? Which US city got bankrupted in 2013? $20 billion down the chute. Quentin Tarantino, Reservoir something. And the art movement from, not just from Zurich, but from all over Western Europe. Kind of surrealism. Early 20th century. Right, thank you for telling me that you're ready. Everybody, let's go, let's go, let's go. Here come the answers. So the same letter answers, right? Did you get a letter, first of all? That's the main thing. Letter D. I'm sure you did. I'm sure you got a letter. Right. Which river joins Vienna, Budapest, Belgrade? Nice European geography question for you there. It's the Danube. All right. There's a map running from west to east, down through the Balkans. Danube. Mighty river Danube. 2 points you give yourself for a correct answer. Number 2, who's the King of Scotland at the beginning of Macbeth? It is Duncan. Spunky Donkey. King Donuts. Big Dunk. Number 3, which city filed for bankruptcy? 20 billion in the hole. Known for cars and for music as well. That is Detroit. How many points per question again? It's just 2 points for the right answer, Harvey. 2 points per correct answer. So 10 if you get them all right. 10 out of 10 if you get them all right, yeah. Number 4, complete the name of the film. It's Reservoir Dogs. I don't have to hang about on that one. You know that one. Reservoir Dogs. And the last one, number 5, much more difficult. Well done if you got this. Art and literature movement started in Zurich, across Western Europe, a little bit like surrealism. 1916, that is Dada. 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 So I'll be interested to see if you do get any wrong at any point during the quiz. Remember to say in the chat what you got wrong and how you got it wrong, because it's always interesting to know what people have been saying. But there you go. That is the first round, and I wonder how many points out of 10 you got. Oh, bonus question to get on the wheel of names. Can you name the artist of this drawing a moustache and a little goatee beard on the Mona Lisa and putting a rude acronym on the bottom of it, or abbreviation? Same guy that did the urinal as a sculpture. Your dada sells the Avon. No, not Magritte. Leonardo da Vinci is the guy who did the Mona Lisa. But yeah, that's it. Duchamp. Marcel Duchamp is the guy who put the moustache on it and displayed a urinal as art and all that sort of thing. Very good. Moira, you are on the wheel. Okay, so here's how you score. 2 points for a right answer, like I was saying. So 10 out of 10 for the questions. You add bonus points on at this point. If somebody on your team is a subscriber, to Dr. Paul Quiz here on YouTube, then you add 2 points, okay? Add 2 points if you're a subscriber. Add another point if you bother to share. All you got to do is hit share. That entitles you to 1 instant point. And also add 1 if it is your birthday. And let us know if it's your birthday. So, Mr. Beecham, maybe missed out the, I don't know. I'm guessing you maybe missed the art question. I think that was the most difficult one. Danube, Duncan, Detroit Dogs, Dad. Actually, the Duncan one's quite difficult as well. Kind of know it or you don't. You might think. I don't know. Did anyone get the Shakespeare question wrong? Because everyone we meet, hey, I'm a quiz man. Didn't get number 5. Yeah, it is the most difficult one. Connolly. 10. Very good. There's a good name. Dalia Lickendraita. Lickendraita. Dalia Lickendraita. What's that? Is that German? Is that Dutch? Good name. Anyway. Dalia Lickendraita. I'd say... is it German? I'd say German. Right, okay, let's crack on. Let's try and do the first part of the quiz nice and quick, because we did start a little late. Well done to Moira, who's on the wheel. Anna and Moira are on the wheel so far. It's Lithuanian. How about that? Fantastic. Nice. Lithuania got one of the good songs for this year's Eurovision, The Roop. Maybe not as good as last year's Roop song, but still pretty good. You're saying how I pronounced it well. Well, that's good. A bit of luck there. Lickendraita. Very good. Right, let's go. Picture round. Embryonic. What type of animal is this embryo? A one-word answer will do for this. So it's a great photograph. I don't know how the photograph was taken, but it's an embryo of an animal. What type of animal is it? You'll be hearing me mentioning not just Lithuania, but lots of European countries, because Eurovision is coming up. It's Eurovision season. It's very exciting. Hi, Mary. 12 points in total first round. Very good. Nice. Purple burglar alarms. I know you like to hear me saying that. Purple burglar alarms, by the way. 12 points. Good start. Good start. Right. Name the type of tree that makes these leaves. Ash, beech, or oak. Ash, beech, or oak. What kind of tree do those leaves come from? Easy one if you're in touch with nature. Totally impossible if you're a mad townie who never leaves the confines and the comfort of the city. Although, you know, you can find these leaves in the city. Number 3, name that bear. What's the name of this bear? Lives in Jellystone Park. Is a sidekick. So name that bear. Favourite entry so far? I've not listened to them all, but Ukraine, out of the ones I've listened to so far. By a mile. Number 4, name the English artist. Butcher, cook, or gardener. Not just who painted this, but lots and lots and lots of similar pictures. Well-rounded women was a regular topic of painting for this painter. But what's the surname of the English artist? Loads of calendars and stuff like that, and posters, and a popular artist. Butcher, cook, or gardener. And the last one, number 5, is this person. Who is it? The photograph was taken in 1964, and he later on became one of the most famous people in the world. So, who's that? Simple as that. So, there you go. That's you tell me if you are ready, and I am going to show you these very quickly, just so you know which one's which. You tell me if you're ready. So what type of animal is this embryo? What kind of tree gives us these leaves? Ash, beech, or oak? Name that bear. Lives in Jellystone Park. Who's the artist? Butcher, cook, or gardener? You just need the surname. And the last one, who is the fella in picture number 5? Photographs taken in 1964. Later became one of the most famous people in the world. Thank you, Holly, for telling me that you're ready. Yeah, Eurovision-wise, I've heard Ukraine, banger. French one's good. The video was a bit upsetting, but I think the song's quite good. I need to listen to the song without the video. Pumped and ready to go. On the rooftop, shout it out. Listened to the Norway one the other day. That was kind of dull. Amazing looking guy, but a bit dull. Finland's all right. Bit of fun, bit of rock fun. Right, okay, we've got a couple of readies here, so let's go, let's go. Let's get these answers on the screen. 2 points for each of these. All right. It makes perfect sense when you see it. It's a horse. It's a little embryo horse. I need to find out more about that picture because it's just an amazing looking thing. It looks like marble. It looks like carved marble. The tree is Beech. You know it. 2 points for Beech. Who's the sidekick? Well, he is the sidekick of Yogi Bear, which you might have known. But his name is Boo Boo. Hey, Boo Boo. Go and steal that picnic for me. I will sit here like a big dick. I think he used to get Boo Boo to do things for him. Okay, art. The name of the painter is Ms. Cook. Beryl Cook. Beryl Cook. And she did loads of pictures like this. Massively popular. Number 5. Who's this? It's your old pal. It's Donald Trump. There he is. Bonus question to get on the wheel. What's the uniform all about? What's Donald Trump's uniform all about in that picture? That's a bonus question to get on the wheel. First person to answer it. A one-word answer will do. A couple of people said that at the earlier quiz, Kirsten. Said giraffe instead of horse. You can see why. But when you know it's a horse, it's just like, all right, aye, right, sure it is. It looks just like a horse, you know. Let's see. West Point, no. Military school, no. Well, cadet, Marines, military school. And being a wanker. It's a school. Yeah, military school. I think I'll go for that. It wasn't a... It was a boarding school. New York military school or something like that. It wasn't the army is the point. It was a school. Let me just real quickly look it up. Donald Trump military school. The New York Military Academy, a private boarding school. I don't know how military it really was. Early life. Here we are. Private boarding school. That's all it says. Let me look up the actual school. It's just a school. It's not like he's going fighting anybody. They march up and down. That's it. Right, anyway, I should really have prepared that, shouldn't I? Instead of looking it up on the fly, but let's have a look. So it was, Yeah, Ginge McCabe, you're on the wheel for that. And the accurate follow-up comment as well. Cements your place on the wheel. Ginge McCabe. Right, there we go. You're on the wheel, Ginge. Nice work. You might win prizes. Horse, Beech, Boo Boo, Beryl, Cook, Donald Trump. You didn't need the Beryl, just need the Cook bit. Okay, for the 2 points. I couldn't remember Boo Boo's name. If you knew it was Yogi's sidekick, Jock, I would give yourself 1 point, right? If you knew it was Yogi's sidekick, but you couldn't remember the name Boo Boo, I would say 1 point for that. Smarter than the average fifer. No. Okay. Let's crack on. We have sound round, which is films. I'm going to play some clips from films. You have to identify the films. The correct answers are on that list. So look at the list, listen to the tunes, and pick out the 5 correct answers. Ready? Here is, pardon me. Pardon me. First clip is from a sci-fi film. Name this film.
Just tell me how you can leave that kind of decision to him.
Look, I just run the ship. Anything that has to do with the science division, Ash has the final word.
How does that happen?
It happens, my dear, because that's what the company wants to happen.
Since when is that standard procedure?
Standard procedure is to do what the hell they tell you to do.
Standard procedure is to do what the hell they tell you to do. There you go. Number 2 is a film from the 1980s. Name this film.
Oh, look at this little bastard. Oh, he lands plum roll for top Italian director. Of course he does. Probably on a tenner a day, and I know what for. £2.10 a tit and a fiver for his arse.
£2.10 a tit and a fiver for his arse. What film is that? Number 3 is another 80s film.
Calls me sweetheart, calls me honey, doesn't even know my name. Calls her baby. He pushed me around today. I'm telling you, if I didn't have the dress on, I would have kicked his arrogant ass in.
If I didn't have the dress on, I'd kick his arrogant ass in. 80s film. What film is that? Number 4 is a 70s film. Film from the 1970s. What film is this?
I shot 6 people. Well, they weren't real people.
What Mr. Lewis means is he shot 6 robots, scientifically programmed to look, act, talk, and even bleed just like humans do. Now, isn't that right?
Well, they may have been robots. I mean, I think they were robots. I know they were robots.
I know they were robots. Let me know if these are too loud or too quiet or whatever. I think they might be a tiny bit quiet. Let me just put it up a little bit. I'm going to play them again anyway. The last one is a marital dispute just after 2 people have got married, and this is the conversation. So name the film.
And I wanted you to marry me, Millie. I wanted it real bad.
Sure you did. Because you knew I was young and strong and there was lots of work in me.
Well, that's partly true. It's a hard life out here in the forest and wilderness. There's trees waiting to be felled, land waiting to be plowed and fenced, stock to be fed. Man wants a wife who can work alongside of him. And I wanted you to marry me.
Oops. Man wants a wife who can work alongside of him. Good volume for me, right? Thanks very much, Harvey. Kirsty's saying, I think you've frozen. I might have, but I wasn't watching. Looks like it's running okay just now. I'm going to play them again anyway. So here they come one more time. So the first film is a science fiction classic. What film is this?
Just tell me how you can leave that kind of decision to him.
Look, I just run the ship. Anything that has to do with the science division, Ash has the final word.
How does that happen?
It happens, my dear, because that's what the company wants to happen.
Since when is that standard procedure?
Standard procedure is to do what the hell they tell you to do.
Is to do what the hell they tell you to do. Okay, number 2 is an 80s film.
Oh, look at this little bastard. Oh, he lands plum roll for top Italian director. Of course he does. Probably on a tenner a day, and I know what for. £2.10 a tit and a fiver for his arse.
Jealousy, anger. Number 3 is also got a bit of anger in it.
Calls me sweetheart, calls me honey, doesn't even know my name. Calls her baby. He pushed me around today. I'm telling you, if I didn't have the dress on, I would have kicked his arrogant ass in.
That's kind of if I'd had a go, I would have had a go. Number 4 is some robot chat. What's going on here?
I shot 6 people. Well, they weren't real people.
What Mr. Lewis means is he shot 6 robots, scientifically programmed to look, act, talk, and even bleed just like humans do. Now, isn't that right?
Well, they may have been robots. I mean, I think they were robots. I know they were robots.
Very good. And the last one is a marital dispute on day 1 of being married.
And I wanted you to marry me, Millie. I wanted it real bad.
Sure you did. Because you knew I was young and strong and there was lots of work in me.
Well, that's partly true. It's a hard life out here in the forest and wilderness. There's trees waiting to be felled, land waiting to be plowed and fenced, stock to be fed. Man wants a wife who can work alongside of him. And I wanted you.
Man wants a wife who can work alongside of him. What voice? All right, okay. I'm going to tell you the answers. So I hope you've chosen the 5 answers that you're going to go for. Here come the answers. Right, sound round answers. Here we go. So, oh, what's happened to that? Well, I think I might have accidentally deleted the answers for this. Let me just give me 2 seconds. I'll go and look inside this. If I've just moved them, then I've just got to move it. But I might have accidentally deleted them. There is a chance. Yeah, I have. I've deleted them. Right, okay, never mind. I can just tell you the answers. The answers... Hang on a second. I must have done that when I was quickly editing something in between 7 o'clock and 9 o'clock, because I used the same quiz, you know what I mean? It was a couple of tiny little mistakes. So I was just editing, and I must have accidentally deleted the answer slide for this round. Anyway, yeah, not so much a nightmare. It's okay. So the first one, Ash has the final say. The company, you do what the company tell you to do. That was Alien. Alien. Number 1 is Alien. I'm going to put this in a banner, so you can see it. Oh God, it's wanting me to start folders and stuff like that. Okay, 1 is Alien. Number 2, and a 5 for his arse. That's With Nail and I. I'm going to put this up on the screen just a second. I'm just typing them as I tell you the answers. With Nail and I. Richard E. Grant is With Nail, and he's very angry because other people are getting parts and he's not. He's an out-of-work actor. Number 3 is Tootsie. That's Dustin Hoffman in drag, because he's another out-of-work actor until he goes in drag, and then he gets more work as a woman than he does as a man. So he has to keep being a woman. Number 4 is the 1973 film about a dystopian robot pleasure attraction goes disastrously wrong. It is called Westworld. And the last one is 7 Brides for 7 Brothers. Okay, so I'm just typing that into a thing, and then I'll put it up on the screen in just a second here. There you go. So Alien, With Nail, Tootsie, Westworld, and 7 Brides. Yeah, that's good. That works. So how did you get on? Some of those, I mean, I try to make these like guessable even if you've not seen the film, because you know there's lots of films that you kind of know about that you've never seen. Like Westworld is a good one. You probably know it's about robots, you know, so you might have got it from that even though if you've not seen the film. You know what I mean? 10 out of 10 for the McCabe, 8 out of 10 for McGill, 10 for the Stobie, 10 for the Meacham, 10 out of 10. Oh no, it wasn't 10 for the Meacham, 8 for the Meacham, 10 out of 10 for JPS. Connelly, 8. Ed got 6 out of 10. Purple Burglar Alarms, 3 and 5 were clueless on. What was 3 and 5? Tootsie and 7 Brides for 7 Brothers. Aye, 7 Brides for 7 Brothers. He gets married to the bride in town, takes her back to the ranch, and she thinks she's got this great guy. Turns out she has, but she's also got 6 brothers. So she becomes like a wife to all of them. And it's not all going to be romance. It's going to be a lot of dishes. You know, she's a little bit upset about it. I'll do a fairly easy bonus question. Who had the female voice in clip number 1? What's the name of the actress who was playing the female voice in clip number 1? Yeah, full marks for Mary. Nice one. What did you say if you didn't say Westworld? What did you put? Did you go for Rollerball? Yeah, Sigourney Weaver is correct. Good answer. Oh, you went first. Loads of people got it at once. Sig Weaver. Moira. Dodging the typing there. Nice work. Dodging just enough typing to ensure that you came first, but I still knew what you meant. So that's very good. So Moira P. And then right behind you was Louisa, who was the first to type it properly. So you also get on the wheel, Louisa. And that seems fair enough to me. Unless anyone's got a better idea of how to solve that type of thing. Sigo Weave. Weaver! Weaver! Not Veronica Carter, no. Nah. Who's Veronica Carter? I don't know who that is. Is she in the film? Is she a less well-known person from the film? Anyway, they were the answers. I managed to get them on the screen. Let's go to the next part of the quiz, which is not the sound answers. We've had those. It's time for a conundrum. I'm going to show you a conundrum puzzle, which is how you say... Sigoweave. What did you call her, Ginger? I missed that. Signorente Weaver. Nice. I'm sure she would enjoy that. Anyway, she must get a lot of people spelling her name wrong, eh? Sigourney. What kind of name is Sigourney, anyway? Where's that from? I don't think I've ever heard of anyone called Sigourney, apart from Sigourney Weaver. Hang on, let me get this comment out here. Right, there we go. Okay, right, conundrum. I'm going to show you a countdown conundrum. So 9 letters, and you have to reform it into a 9-letter word in the English language. You have a minute to do this. Do not shout out answers for this one, because everybody gets 60 seconds to solve this. So do not shout out the answers. Just write it down. You can say in the chat if you've got it or if you're ready, you know what I mean? But everybody gets 60 seconds. Okay, here we go. Shower tie. There goes the timer. You see that? 58 seconds, 57 seconds. So that's counting down. You've got just under a minute to solve this. So you've got to unscramble those letters and put it in. You've got to try and create a 9-letter English word out of this. All right, you were saying Veronica Cartwright. I still don't know who that is. I'm going to look her up while you're solving the conundrum. Veronica Cartwright. Who's Veronica Cartwright? English-born American actress, worked mainly in US film and television. No, she was in Alien. And she got the Saturn Award for Best Supporting Actress. How about that? Right, we're down to 10 seconds here. Five to go. It's the only 9-letter word that you can get out of these letters. Time is up. I don't see anyone yet telling me that you've got it. So I'm going to wait a couple of seconds till I see the first person say it, because it's rubbish if nobody gets it, you know what I mean? But as soon as one person says they've got it, I'll show you the answer. So you've got right up until I display the answer to get this correct. If you do get it right, you're going to get 3 points. Sometimes it takes a few seconds for your comments to come through. So you're getting a few bonus seconds here, right? You got it. So it's otherwise. Otherwise. Now, did you get it? If you did get otherwise, you add 3 points to your score. Make sure you're keeping a note of your score. I'll get you to upload your score at the end of the quiz. All right? Otherwise. Got it. Shite anagrams. Got it. Shay anagrams. Hot wires. Can you get that? Hot wires. Hot wires. Yeah, you can get that as well. How about that? No, hang on a second. Hot wire. That's not right. H-O-T. No, because there's 2 E's in otherwise, and you've only got 1 in hot wires. So I nearly Venkanatarisima Juvaripeta. And I would imagine you'd be quite good at anagrams. But right, you spotted it before I said. Venkatanarish. No. Venkatana Rasimara Juvaripeta. Is that Indian? Is it Sri Lankan? It's cool. Holy shit, it's a lot of letters. Hoot wires. Nice. Okay, 3 points if you got otherwise. Thumbs up, please. This is me specifically asking you to like the quiz. If you like the quiz. If you don't like the quiz, then don't. But if you do actually like the quiz, then please, in quotes, like the quiz. Give me a thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up button. Because it helps me algorithm and all that. You know what I mean? Thanks very much. So that's me. Just while you're here, you might as well hit that thumb up. Okay, thank you. Right, time for Hangman. So this is for a name on the wheel. So shout out the answer when you think you've got it. First person to get the correct answer will get their name on the wheel. Now I'm just getting to a bit of paper so I can do this. Shout out letters. Thanks, Holly. Shout out letters for this. It's a TV sitcom. First person, it doesn't matter if the letters you shout out are right or wrong. What matters is, are you the first person to actually solve it? First person to solve this will be the name on the wheel. Right, John's given us an A. Yeah, there's some A's there. Peaky Pfeiffers have given us an E. Yeah. Peaky Pfeiffers have given us an S. There's an E from Harvey. We've got an E already. S. We've got a G from Venkatanarishma Hava Jubarip. I'm going to try and get a handle on that name before the end of this quiz. Harvey. T. No. Yes, we have an answer. Keeping up appearances. Yes, that is the correct answer. And Harvey Crawford is the first to get it. Nice one. Good solve. Nice and early. Very, very good. Keeping up appearances. Tragic 90s sitcom. This was at the start of TV becoming rubbish. Appearances. I don't know why I bothered doing that. It's just so you can see it. Fast fingers. Oh, yeah. Nice one. Okay, it's time for Hexo. Now, we're doing okay for time, so I'm just going to keep going at a decent pace. Try and get the main quiz finished by 9, and then we've got plenty. Venkat. I know. Yeah, I was assuming there would be a abbreviation, something like that. I was thinking Venka. Have you got a bus? You got a Venka bus? Venkat. Venkat sounds cool as well. But it'd be good to reel that off, just be able to pronounce it. There was a... Where's it from? Tell us where it's from. Because I remember... I'm thinking Sri Lankan, but I don't know. There was a guy on University Challenge years ago, and he was called Bala Subramanian. And I was watching the episode. This is back in the 90s. And you know how University Challenge is, like every time someone presses, they go, Liverpool, Barnes, you know, the name of the institution, and then the surname. And, you know, Balasubramanian. Balasubramanian. 7 syllables. Quite a lot of syllables. And but the guy got it right every time. The voiceover guy got it right every single time. Maybe they did retakes. But I was impressed, and I set out to try and learn the name by the end of the show. Balasubramanian. And I can still remember it. This is like 20 years ago. Anyway. Hexo. Right, I'll tell you how Hexo works. You've got to find the answers on the board. This is an example. Over here is an example of how Hexo works. This is not tonight's actual board. It's just an example. So if I said lead singer of Queen, you would say Freddie Mercury. And you find it on the board. FM, Freddie Mercury. Easy. Then the next one is BBC, state broadcaster. So there it is, British Broadcasting Corporation, BBC. So that's just an example, just in case you've not seen Hexo before. This is how Hexo works. Let's look at tonight's actual board. Here we go. So, number 1, state of Brazil. With 45 million people living there. So Brazil's divided into a number of states. I can't remember how many, 17, something like that. Or 20, maybe 27, I can't remember. But as a, like a lot of countries, it's split up into regions, or Brazil, they call them states. But which state of Brazil is this? It's in the south of Brazil, and it includes 45 million people. Don't shout this out. We're back. This is a proper round, so just write down the answers for this. And you don't have to know what the letters stand for. You just got to pick the correct letters. And it is 2 letters, as you can see. Number 2 is the Nazi propaganda minister during the Second World War. He ran all the propaganda. He was appointed by Hitler as being his successor when Hitler committed suicide. But then he committed suicide the next day anyway. So that didn't last too long. Number 3 is an English actress who plays the part of Nanny McPhee. I'm just reading what Venkat's saying about the name. He's from South India, but he got roots with the same roots probably as Sri Lankans. What's the strait called? Strait of Jaffna? Something like that. I can't remember. I like Sri Lanka because I got a really good answer on a quiz show once that was to do with Sri Lanka. I was very pleased with myself. Number 4, cigarette brand that used to come in a gold-coloured packet before they made all the packets ugly. And also it was a cigarette brand that was a favourite of Oasis. Enough, in fact, for Noel Gallagher to name his cats after this brand. So which brand of cigarettes is this? Used to come in a gold coloured box. They're all kind of muddy green brown these days. When you used to have good looking fag brands. And Noel Gallagher named his cats after these tabs. So in 3 letters, you see that? And then number 5, 5 letters, a 5-letter whopper. 1987 song by Kylie Minogue, and it was her first number 1 in the UK charts. That was back in 1987. 5 letters, 5 words, okay? Remember, you don't have to know what the letters stand for. You just got to get the letters, that's all. So you tell me when you're ready. So, Venkat Anara Simara Juvarip. Simara Juvarip. Venkatanara Simajuvarip. Getting there. Venkatatanara Simara Juvarip. Kirsty's ready. Jock's ready. John's ready. If you don't understand this round, just ask. If you've not seen it before, it can be slightly confusing, but you just got to find the letters. Something I forgot to say, actually, the letters don't overlap, all right? one letter can only be used once. So if you know a letter is definitely a one answer, then you know it's definitely not in another one. You know what I mean? Okay, loads of you are ready now. Ready, steady, cook. Nice. Let's do it. Here come the answers. Right, Hexo, 2 points again for each correct answer. Here we go. Ready? State of Brazil with 45 million people living in it. That's like 9 Scotlands in one region. It's Sao Paulo. SP is correct. SP is what you need. You don't need to know what it stands for. You just have to get SP. Okay, 2 points for SP. Number 2, the Nazi German propaganda minister, very, very briefly in charge of things until he and his wife committed double suicide the day after Hitler. That was JG, Joseph Goebbels. He didn't fancy being taken by the Russians, you know what I mean? All sorts of tragedy. Killed his kids. And then killed each other. Very bad. You seen the film, The Downfall? Hardcore. Right, Nanny McPhee. That's Emma Thompson, who likes to dress up in dungarees and go to protests. She likes to get there by aeroplane, but she, you know, likes to make her environmental point once she's there. Make sure she get the right costume. BAH, Benson and Hedges. Fairly iconic British fag brand. And number 5, look at that, Kylie Minogue. I should be so lucky. Yeah, lucky, lucky, lucky in brackets. Someone counted the luckies in that song. I think there's 65. I should be so lucky. Lucky, lucky, lucky. I should be so lucky in love, love. I should be so lucky, 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 lucky. I should be so lucky in love. 10 luckies every time she does that chorus. In my imagination, do, 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 do. Thinking about you all the time. Let's get rid of those ones that don't matter so you can just see it a little easier. 10 out of 10 for Kirsty. 10 for Holly. Yeah. 10 for Peaky Pfeiffers. 8 for Melanie. 10 for Purple Burglar Alarms. Right, that's good scoring. As ever, let us know which ones you did not get. Which ones did you get wrong? I like to keep it moving, Ginge, you know what I'm saying? But you've summed it up beautifully. Nazi infanticide, whimsical nannies, and fags. That's a good thing about the Hexo round. You can really go places. Get some different stuff in there. It's deliberate, actually. When I write the rounds, I try and have... I've got a specific way of putting things together that means you get different things in each round. You know what I mean? Unless it's an all one question round like Blanco or Pick 5. But I try to get as much diversity within a round as I possibly can. Cool round? Good. Glad you liked it. Oh, look, this is good. Thanks for doing that right. Venkatanara Simaraju Varipeta. Right, that's easier, isn't it? With a bit of spaces in it. Venkatanara Simaraju Varipeta. That's good. That shows me where the breaks are. Venkatanara Simaraju Varipeta. I hope you're all doing this at home, folks. Might learn something. Right. Thank you, Venkat. There's no team of the day tonight. Nobody got in touch. If you want to be team of the day, send me a photograph. Give me some names. Tell me who's who. You can be team of the day. If you're team of the day, you get your photograph up there and you get 2 points. Okay? Get in touch with the usual channels. Right, 50-50 round. There's a guy called Craig Macbeth. I've been asking for suggestions for 50-50 round subjects on the Facebook page. If you're not on the Facebook page, come and join in. It's loads of fun. The group, particularly. There's a group and a page because Facebook's confusing. But the group is it's getting starting to get a little more chatty. There's the link for the group. Anyway, I said, how about some subjects for 50-50? And Craig came up with towers. I thought that was quite good. So here's towers round inspired by Craig Macbeth. Here we go. And this is simple. Just pick the right answer out of 2. 50-50 round. Right, non-perpendicularity. To the nearest degree, what is the lean on the Leaning Tower of Pisa? Is it 2 degrees or is it 4 degrees? How far does it actually lean away from the vertical? 2 degrees or 4 degrees? What is the bias or the lean? I think about you all the time. In my imagination. Do, 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 do. Got Kylie in my head now. Number 2, which building is taller? The Glasgow Science Tower in Glasgow or the Scott Monument in Edinburgh? This building is Scotland's tallest freestanding building, not including aerial masts, television transmitters and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Proper buildings is the tallest in Scotland, but which one is taller? Glasgow Science Tower or Scott Monument? Okay, that's question number 2 in the Towers round. The wine. Number 3, which European country is the home of the wine brand Black Tower? Cheap wine. Cheap, cheerful continental wine, Black Tower. Very popular, but where's it from? Croatia or Germany? That's question number 3. Number 4, true or false? Right, check this out. During the First World War, the French kept a parrot, le parrot, at the top of the Eiffel Tower to warn them of impending German air raids. Is that true or false? Can that be true? And the last one, fortune telling. We've all done this. What is the more common interpretation of the Tower card in tarot reading? You got a hanged man, you got death, you got the lovers, you got all sorts of cards in the tarot deck, but you've got a card called the Tower. What does the Tower usually mean? Does it mean disaster? Whoa. Or success? What is the interpretation of the Tower card in tarot reading? Disaster or success? Okay, you tell me if you're ready. I'm very quickly going to show you these again. So, Leaning Tower of Pisa, 2 degrees or 4 degrees? What's taller, Glasgow Science Tower or Scott Monument? Which European country has the Black Tower, cheap wine? Croatia or Germany? First World War. The French had a parrot at the top of the Eiffel Tower to listen out for German aircraft approaching. Is that true? Is that true or false? And the Tower card in tarot reading, does that usually indicate disaster or success? Right, you tell me if you're ready. If you're ready, 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 ready. Like a car. I hate cars. They're noisy. They run you over. They're just a pain. You know what I mean? I never learned how to drive. Passed me by. No bothered. I like going on the bus or the train or cycling. Or walking. Walking's good. Let me know when you're ready, folks. I should be so lucky, 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 lucky. Ah, you might need to be lucky in this round. Lucky, lucky, lucky. A lot of guesswork going on. The only one you for sure was the wine one. Well, it says stuff about you, Kirsten. Craig's ready, Mary's ready, Kirsty's ready, Peaky Fifers are kind of ready. Let's do it. 50-50, thanks to Craig Macbeth for this round. Idea. You didn't write it, I still write it. You know what I mean? Just give me a word. So 2 degrees or 4 degrees? What's the thing with the Leaning Tower of Pisa? It used to be more. It used to be 6 degrees, but they've brought it back to 4 degrees. Okay? 4 degrees, which is still a healthy old lean. Quite bendy. I've been there, and it's one of these things where, you know, a lot of things, like famous things, you go there and you're like, oh, it's rubbish, you know. The Leaning Tower of Pisa was actually like, oh, it's actually pretty mad, you know. Pretty good. Nice place. Pisa itself. Which building is taller? Glasgow Science Tower or Scott Monument? It is the Glasgow Science Tower. It is the tallest building in Glasgow, not including your aerials, masts and whatnot. Number 3, the Black Tower wine. It's the only one Kirsten knows for sure. It's from Germany. German wine. Cheap white wine when it launched in the late 60s. Liebfraumilch. But they've managed to survive the Liebfraumilch boom and bust, and still a popular brand. The listening parrot at the top of the Eiffel Tower, it's true. It actually happened. The parrots could hear the airships coming from 20 miles away and go, "Rah!" And that was it. And the French could do whatever they needed to do to get ready for an air raid, which I would imagine would be rounding up some cheese. And then the tower card in tarot, that means disaster. Look. The tower getting struck by lightning. Kaboom. No good. The tower. Okay. So there you go. 4 degrees. Science Tower. Germany. True disaster. Difficult round? I think so. Let me know what you scored, and then we will do the final round. After the next round, I'll get you to upload your scores. This is us coming towards the end of the main part of the quiz. Oh, bonus question to get on the wheel. What is the function? What is the original function of the Leaning Tower of Pisa? What's it actually for? What is the point of the Tower of Pisa? They didn't build it to be leaning. It's just the ground they built it on. 6 out of 10. Over 50% correct guesses. It's quite guessy. I still thought they were good questions, though, despite being... No, not an observatory. Yes, bell tower is correct, Anna. It's a campanile, a bell tower. So it's built right next to the cathedral, and it's the campanile, which is the bell tower. There's a sort of Italian format. You have your big church, which is the church. You got a smaller building, which is the baptistry, and you've got a tower, which is the bell tower. So. Nah, it was built in the 1300s, I think, Mary, so I don't think it was a radio tower. I didn't see any parrots either. Conspiracy. The thing about the parrots is it worked for a little while. The parrots do have acute hearing, and they could hear a zeppelin coming from 20 miles away, which was much better than human hearing, and they did squawk, and they trained them, and it did work for a while, but then it stopped working, and they reckon that they're not sure. Some speculation, the parrots might have got bored. Maybe they thought, I don't want to be here at the top of the Eiffel Tower. This is rubbish. I'm going to stop squawking. They can get me out of here. I quit. Maybe that's what was going on. I don't know. But it was true for a little while, at least. Anyway, let's go to double or bust. It is the final round. Well done, Anna, by the way, for getting on the round, getting on the wheel again for Belter. You are the second person to have 2 names on the wheel. Anna has got 2 on the wheel. Moira has 2 on the wheel. Okay, double or bust. This is the final round for the main part of the quiz. You get 4 points for a correct answer. That's double. Woo! But you run the risk of going bust. If you put 1 wrong answer in this round, then it's quittance. It's a disaster. You get bust. If you put 1 wrong answer in this round, you get 0 points for the round. You keep your points from before, but you 0 for this round. To avoid going bust, you can leave blanks. So you don't have to answer all the questions. You choose how many you're going to go for, right? You understand? I'm sure you do. You just got to decide which ones you're going for. Ready? Here we go. Right, number 1. In which sport did the Brownlee brothers win medals for Britain in both the 2012 and 2016 Olympic Games? So 2 brothers, the Brownlee brothers, both doing the same event. 2 Olympics in a row, they both got in the top 3. They both won medals. So which sport or event is that? Winning an Olympic medal is amazing. 2 brothers winning an Olympic medal at the same time is double amazing. In the same event, triple amazing. 2 Olympics in a row, extra double amazing. So great stuff there. But what sport were the Brownlee brothers successful in? And maybe still are, I'm not sure. Because we didn't get a 2020 Olympics, did we? Number 2 is a meat/man question. So what kind of meat is also the surname of an English philosopher who was Lord High Chancellor of England in the 17th century and has also been called the father of empiricism, which is quite lofty. But what's his surname? You don't have to know his full name, just his surname, and it is a type of meat. Number 3, who played the part of Colonel James Braddock in a series of 3 films titled, that should be with a D. I'm amazed that no one spotted that on a 7 o'clock quiz. 3 films titled Missing in Action in the 1980s. So a series of action films, Missing in Action. American. Who plays Colonel James Braddock in those films? A big-time action star. Sort of big time. Number 4, all right, Gilbert and Sullivan. Which comic opera by Gilbert and Sullivan is set in a town called Titipu? Titipu is the setting for which Gilbert and Sullivan comic opera. That's question number 4. Here comes the last question tonight in the main part of the quiz, and it is a year question. To get the year, or rather to get the points here, you have to get within 3 years of the correct year. So here's the question. What year did these 2 things happen? Richie Edwards from the Manic Street Preachers band disappeared. And the actor, Christopher Reeve, who used to be Superman, was paralyzed when he fell off a horse. Those things happened in the same year. Both, negative or tragic things in completely different ways. But they both happened the same year. So Richie Edwards was a member of the pop band the Manic Street Preachers. And they were very successful. But he disappeared one day and he's never been seen again, officially. And Christopher Reeve, who used to be the actor who played Superman in the 70s and 80s, fell off a horse and was paralyzed. So what year was that? If you get within 3 years of the correct answer, either way, then you get the points. If you're outside of 3, then you get bust. So you got to decide which ones you're going to go for. Here is a very quick recap of the question. So the Brownlee brothers, what was their sport? 2012, 2016. Medals at the Olympics. What kind of meat is the surname of this guy? Philosopher, Lord High Chancellor, father of empiricism, 17th century. What's the meat that is his surname? Number 3, Braddock. Who plays Braddock in Missing in Action? 3 action movies. Who is the action movie star who plays Braddock in Missing in Action? Number 4, Gilbert and Sullivan, comic opera set in Titipu. Tell me if you're ready. I haven't seen any comments yet. Am I still connected? Yep. And Richie Edwards disappeared, former Manic Street Preachers member, and Christopher Reeve fell off a horse. So, you tell me when you're ready. Now, just before we move on. You're ready now. Thank you, Kirsty. Let me just remind you that I'm doing this in the hope of getting tips from you. I don't mean life advice or life hacks or anything like that. I'm talking about a cash tip. So if you liked the quiz, then thank you very much. I'm glad you liked it. If you really liked it, then and you think the guy deserves a tip, then that's the link. I've just posted it in the chat there. It's also available, this link, in the information down the bottom underneath the video, the description. And, if you went out to a pub quiz, you'd spend heaps of money getting there, drinking, getting back, having a fight afterwards, fast food, taxi, all that sort of thing. So, think about a couple of quid for the Quizmaster. Quite nice. Thank you very much. I really appreciate those who have donated and who do donate. Thank you sincerely. Thank you very much. Keep me and my family together, you know. So, who's ready and who's going balls out? JPS are going balls out. That means they are answering all 5 questions. It's a bold strategy. See if it pays off. Purple Burglar alarms are ready. Harvey is ready. Holly is ready. Stobie, Mackie, Meacham. Ready, ready, ready. Right, we're all ready. Let's do it, let's do it, let's do it. Come on. All in. All in, ball out. That's what we call it when folk are going for all 5. We call it balls out. Okay, here we go. You ready? Craig's ready. Let's do it. Here we go. Brownlee Brothers. The correct answer for this is triathlon. That's it. There's the 2 brothers. Brownlee and Brownlee. Dead good at triathlon. Gold medal, bronze medal, silver medal. They don't care. They just win them. So 4 points if you said triathlon. Remember, it's double points. So 4 points for the ones you get right. Leaving blanks is no problem. But if you put one and then get it wrong, you bust for the whole round. So just watch out. Here we go. Right. The meat. Some people got bust on this earlier on the 7 o'clock by saying lamb. The right answer is bacon. Francis Bacon is the guy's name. There he is. Quite a dapper guy. Quite a tidy hat and ruff combo. Francis Bacon. Hi, I'm the father of empiricism. How do you do? He had quite a line of chat on him. Number 3. Who plays Braddock in the Missing in Action films? It's the one and only Chuck Norris. There he is. I have not seen these films. They look kind of generic. I don't know. Has anyone actually seen them? Are they any good? Number 4 is Gilbert and Sullivan opera set in Titty Poo. That is The Mikado. Full title is The Mikado or The Town of Titty Poo. Get yourself on the wheel. First person to answer. What country is The Mikado set in? Yeah. I was just looking it up to check. I thought I knew the answer. Just checking. So you get your answers, and first person to answer that will get on the wheel. Yes. Japan is the right answer. Craig is the first one to get that right. Craig Errington. So you are on the wheel, Craig. Superb. And I'm pretty sure that's a new name to the wheel, so that's good. And the last question here, right, this is the one. The year. Do you get close enough not to get bust? Did you leave it blank anyway? Richie Edwards disappears. Christopher Reeve gets paralysed after an accident involving a horse. 1995. Oh. So if you said between 92 and 98, then you get the points. You get 4 points. If you said something outside of that window, like there, that's bust. Inside the window, like there, 92, 95, 98. I'm 95 in the middle. There. You know what I mean? Then you get the points. But outside the window, you get bust. So, what happened? Tell us what happened to your team. How did you get on that final round? What was your total score? I'm going to give you the next link I'm going to give you is to upload your score. Because we've got all the scores from 7 o'clock, which is the same questions for the main part of the quiz, and then I'll add your scores in and we will make a nice league table out of tonight's scores. Oh, yes. That's what I want to see. Brave move, but got all 5. 20 out of 20. Slammed it. Hey. Someone screenshot that, will you? And post it on the Facebook group. Bang on for the year, but go fuck all else. That's a great screenshot. Somebody grabbed that. Heartbreaking. Reeve wrecked us. Well, I guess that's his revenge. For man. For a life-changing accident. I read a little bit about it yesterday. He considered suicide when he came round. He's got no recollection of the accident. He woke up in hospital. He's saying to the wife, he's saying, look, maybe it's just better if I slip away. Maybe unplug me, you know. She's like, no. And then he decided that was a bad idea and he wanted to live, even though his... I mean, it's mad. His entire spinal cord was severed. You know what I mean? Jesus. Do you know what he was doing? He was... I knew it was a horse, but I didn't know he was competing in cross country. He was doing he was into dressage already, like the day before or earlier that day, and then he did the cross country. He was a bit worried about 2 of the fences, like later on in the course, but he never bothered about fence number 3. Thought it was an easy one, but the horse pulled up, he fell off, got tangled in the reins, fell down, came smashing down there, crushed, totally destroyed 2 vertebrae in his back and severed the spinal column. They had to reattach his head. I mean, and then the thing, I posted this earlier today on Facebook. The thing is, Christopher Reeve says, and this is a quote from him, he says, I was at a very, very low moment, a particularly bleak moment, he says, when suddenly the door opens and in walks this guy in a mask with gloves and stooped over and with a Russian accent said that before, you know, they were about to do the operation, he said, before the operation, I must do a rectal examination of you. And he's like, what? Huh? Turned out to be Robin Williams, of course, doing a joke, which is a big gamble. Kind of a joke, but because they're friends, you know, it wasn't just Robin Williams turned up because he heard that heard that there was another famous people with their head removed. It was friends, and Christopher Reeve said it made him laugh for the first time since the accident. Full marks, come on. 1 to 3 right, and then ruined. Disaster, disaster, disaster. All right, yeah, and that was the story I was just telling. Yeah. Russian accent, mask, gloves, claiming to do a rectal exam, claiming that's what he needed to do. Absolutely. No, stay away from that stuff. Horse riding and skiing, it's a no-no. $48 points tonight. Okay for the Peaky Fifers. I'll remind you one more time, JPS, send me your address so I can pass that on to Louisa. We're going to get some games for names on. Oh, it's already 20 past. Let's get some games for names on so I can get some more names on the wheel. Bottled it on Chuck Norris. You knew it, didn't you? Went for 97. That's okay. That's in the hole. Went for 99. Ooh, yeah. If anything, I would have gone too early. Because I would have been thinking Manic Street Preachers and they were like late 80s, early 90s. But I didn't realise he was with them for 3 albums before he disappeared. And I was reading about that as well. Apparently, you know, some people say he staged his own disappearance. People don't really know. Some people think he did commit suicide. 61, that's a great score. Fantastic. Did I give you the link already to upload your scores? I'll do it one more time. Yeah, I did, but I'll do it one more time. Make sure you upload your scores, folks, even if you thought you got a bad score, because the thing is, if you did actually get a bad score, then it makes the people above feel better. Yeah. So it makes them feel good. Community effort. Hands across the ocean. And then in another week, that'll be reversed. You'll be like medium and then they'll be low and they'll make you feel better. So make sure you do upload your score. Right, let's get some games for names on. Because I've only got 7 names on the wheel, I think. Something like that. Let's get some games for names on. What are we going to do? What are we going to play? We can do... Oh, let's start off with something nice and easy. Let's start off... Fierce Beer was the sponsor from earlier on. So even though it's sponsored earlier on, the discount code is valid for the whole promotion, the whole 4 weeks. DP quiz gets you 15% off. Ask me about that if you want to know about it, if you didn't get it. But it's just DP quiz on their website. Fierce Beer, Fierce Brewing. Right, games for names. All sorts of games available. True or false, dead or alive, Cthulhu Palooza, Hangman, Mystery Bag. Where am I? We're going to start off Mystery Bag. Instead of asking you, I'll just decide because we don't have a lot of time left. So let's start off with Mystery Bag. So I've got a Mystery Bag right here. Okay. There it is. It's a mystery. So you got to ask me some questions that will reveal what's in the mystery bag. I'll answer yes or no. And you tell me. I've got to look myself. I can't remember what it is. All right, yeah. Is it edible? No, it's not edible. Whoever can correctly guess first. That's not something you'd really keep in a bedroom. You'd keep it in a cupboard. It's plastic packaging, but the stuff isn't plastic. Well, it's probably something to do with plastics. I don't really understand what it actually is. Is it soft? Yes. Well, that's a weird description, but I don't think it would cut. It probably does smell quite strongly. I don't know. I've not taken the lid off for a while. No. Not a dildo. It's hard on the outside. The packaging is hard. The stuff inside isn't really... You wouldn't call it soft. It'd be a too weird word. What is it? No, I've got to answer yes or no. Do you wear it? No. Coat hangers? No. Sponge? No. Does it make a noise? No. Mothballs? No. Soap? No. Kinetic sand? Great guess, but not right. Dishwasher tabs? Soap? Kids' toy? Soap? Does it smell nice? Depends what you're into. If you're into weird stuff, then probably yeah. Putty? Well, it's getting a bit closer. Potpourri? No. Gel? No. Garlic clove? Nah, it's not foodie stuff. It's not cleaning stuff, but I would imagine it's a similar type of smell. Can you light it? Probably. I don't know. Bubble bath? No. Incense? No. Zoflora? No. That's a tremendous guess. Kevin Warman. Slime's closer. The best ones so far have been putty and slime, but are more useful than this stuff. It's more practical. Glue, that's closer again, sort of. It's nothing. It's not for kids. It's a practical thing. Super glue. Nah, it's not for sticking things. It's not bath bomb, not silly putty, not clay. It's not PVA glue. It's not any kind of glue. It's not wallpaper paste. But we are getting closer with wallpaper paste. It's not wallpaper paste, but it's getting closer. If you're thinking about function and need and what it actually does. I must do that one week, Ginge. Pins, no. Polyfiller. Paint! We finally got it. Nice one, Kirsten. It's paint. It's a little tub of paint. There we go. What colour is this? Matte lime. Matte lime. All right. That's for wasn't for a wall. That's for a little art project. So that is Kirsten. Hooray! Kirsten's on the wheel. Okay. Thank you for being a friend. Travel around the world and back again. Right, let's get another game on. What time is it? It's 25 past, right? We've still got time to get a couple of games in. Nice work, Kirsten. Very good. Okay. Let's play Cthulhu Palooza because I've got that ready. I don't have Where Am I ready. Okay, some of you absolutely despise Cthulhu Palooza. Some of you love it. We'll do maybe 2 Cthulhu Paloozas and I'll try and get a Where Am I up in the meantime. Need the headphones for this one. So I'm going to play some red hot pop music by means of kazoo. Okay, you've just got to say what the name of the song is. Now, what have we got first? Let's have a look. So 1976, right? That must be this one. So let's just get my drum machine on here. Set it to this tempo. That's right, Craig. Yay! It's the Combine Harvester. The Wurzels. Yay! Craig nailed it. So did several of you others as well, but Craig was first to the punch. That's what I'm talking about. I got 20 acres. You got 43. I got a brand new Combine Harvester. I'll give you the key. By the Wurzels, of course. Yeah, great days. Okay. That's a wee bit kind of techno and weird. I got a brand neon bine harvester. It's like something out of Blade Runner. It's like body part harvesting or something. Neon bine. Too sci-fi, man. Right, let's do another one. What's the next one? I've got lined up 1980. It must be this one, right? Okay, I didn't rehearse this one, so this could be a complete car crash. Let's see what happens. I think I'll take the hand claps off this. Let's see how this goes. Hang on a sec. I've got to get an idea in my head how it starts. Hey, that's it. You got it. Aye, crazy little thing. This thing, Kalek Love. Aye, I know what you're saying, Strud. So, crazy little thing called Love, of course, by Queen. Struan Mills Experience. I'll put that on a wheel there. And there is thing. God love. That's the first lines, but crazy little thing called Love. Well, Louisa was the first one to type the full title, so she will go on the wheel as well. Louisa jumps on. Right, okay. I got one more. So that was Crazy Little Thing Called Love. And then the last one is a 1994 song. Let's try this. This is 120. So put this down again. Hey! That's right. Pretty sure I didn't get any of the right notes, never mind in the right order there, but well done to Ed for checking it out. Maybe getting it from the beat. So it is Boys and Girls. Blur. Yeah. Girls and boys, boys and girls, whatever round it is. So Ed is on the list, is on the wheel of prizes. Okay. Now listen, it's up to you. I like to do the spin off the wheel at 1:30, but I know you want to play Where Am I? So shall we play Where Am I? Or do you want to spin the wheel? It'll take me a few seconds to set up some Where Am I's. It won't take long. I've got them here. I've just got to open some new tabs and plug them in. Got some quite good ones as well, actually. Do you want to play Where Am I, or do you want to just go straight to the wheel? You all want a bit of Where Am I, don't you? Right, we'll do it. We'll do it as fast as we can. Okay, I've got 3 pretty good Where Am I's. Just setting them up right now. Just got to go through these tabs and make sure the labels are off, which on the new computer is a tiny bit more complicated than the old one. Used to just be Control M, but for some reason I've got to go to an actual menu command, which is no big deal because I have now done it right. Okay, there we go. Ginge wants to spin. Well, I appreciate that, Ginge, but you're in the minority, so we're going to have 3 quick games of Where Am I? Don't worry, it won't take long, and then we'll spin. Okay, so because I know you love it, so let's get rocked, as Def Leppard once so wisely remarked. Let's try this. Right, where are we now? So first person to name this town will get themselves on a wheel. Now, where are we? So it looks like the sea down there. There's quite a steep hill. Bit of cement mixer going on. Three houses, New Hill, place seems to be called. Aye, fair enough, Ginge, but been outvoted this time. That's a nice view down there. Let's see what we got. Windermere, King Sand, Truro, Cawsand, Cornwall, Troon. No one really near so far. Danube, South Queensfair. I mean, it is somewhere in Britain. Ventnor. No, it's not Ventnor. It's coastal, but it ain't the Isle of Wight. It's not on an island. It's on the mainland of the UK. Let's go down the hill, see if we can get any clues. Brighton, Helensburgh. No. What's that say? No footpath for 600 metres. Blimey. Helensburgh, Coniston, Hale, Ambleside, Lewes or Lewis. How do you say that? Is it Lewes or Lewis? Let's go down the hill, see if we can get down to the seaside. What we got? Lustley. I don't know where that is. You might be close and I might not know it. I don't know where Lustley is. Norfolk, New Hills, Cornwall, Lewis. Right, is there a better thing here? A big breakwater out there. I think it's it's known for being a place where you might get a ferry. It's not Luss. No. Lustley is in Devon. Well, you're not that close then. Kind of close-ish, but not really. Ayr. No, it's not Scotland. It's nowhere in Scotland. It's nowhere in Devon. It's nowhere in Somerset or Cornwall or anything like that. It's not even in England. All right. So where's it going to be? If it's not in Scotland and it's not in England, where's left? Where's it going to be? Greenock, Gourock, Drawson, Holyhead, Folkestone, Newcastle, Caerleon. Now, I don't know where that is, but it sounds like Wales, which is getting there. Holyhead. It's not Holyhead. I thought it was a wee bit quicker down to the seaside. This is a bloody long hill, isn't it? Be a hell of a paper round. Fishguard. Yes. Nice one, John. Excellent. This is Fishguard, where they guard the fish. I've never been there, but it looks all right. West Wales, all right? I think you get the ferry there to Ireland. So, well done, John. Brilliant answer. You are on the wheel. Meat sham. There we go. Let's do another one. Let's get rid of Fishguard. We say cheerio to Wales. Now, where are we going next? Where am I? Okay, here's one. Where are we now? Well done, Sean. Looks like where they film sets education in Wales. What? Is that a TV show? Oh, you've been there to get the ferry. Nice one. To Rosslare, which is definitely an island. Now, what's going on here? Nice looking street. This doesn't look like Wales or England or Scotland. In fact, it's not. Let's go along here. I've got to be careful not to click on the businesses because that can sometimes give things away. Right. What are you saying? Pisa, Rome, Milan. These are all good guesses, but not correct. Turin, Venice, Florence, Rome. No. You got the right country, but which city is it? Siena, Palermo, Turin, Syracuse, Lucca. No, none of these. Genoa? No. I think this place is known for the colour. You know, it's like got a lot of red buildings. Palermo, Sorrento, Pisa, Palermo, Naples, Bari, Goodwick. What? No. Brescia, Bergamo, Pernoa, Lucca. No, none of these places. Di Sassari Mobile. Oops. I'm going to click on a business, aren't I? Florence, Verona, Perona. No. I've kind of got down a blind alley here. I want to go to a big square or something like that. There's no guarantee that someone hasn't got it already because I don't see every single comment every single time. Let's try it. Should we go up here? Wow, that's even narrower, isn't it? Ah, we have an answer. We have a correct answer. Yes, Struan Mills. Bologna. Very good. That is Struan on the wheel with Bologna, right? You've got one more of these, then we'll be spinning, okay? It's Bologna in northern Italy. First university, I think, in Italy was in Bologna. Jamie Gray got it, Anna got it, but Struan got it first. So Bologna is right. Okay, let's say cheerio to Italy for now. And get the last one on here. Something slightly different again. Where are we now? This is the last. Where am I? So where are we? We got a big wide square. Nice paving. Funny looking building up there. It's kind of half built. Is it half built? Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of see-through. One of them mad buildings that's narrower at the bottom than the top. It like defies the rules of Lego. But where is this? A big square. Quite nice trees. Big plaza. Some nice fountain going on over there. People taking shade in the sun. Looks like maybe quite warm. Dubrovnik. That's not a bad guess to start off with, but not correct. Right, I've just seen your answers coming in here. Bratislava, Valencia, Belgrade, Madrid, Porto, Split. Split and Dubrovnik are the wrong country, but they're not bad guesses. What's over here? It's a mosque, maybe. Looks like a minaret. Podgorica, Ljubljana, no. We're in the right, sort of the right part of the world. I mean, that's a little further away, Ljubljana. That's further north. There's another one of these buildings that's taller at the top than it is at the bottom. What the hell? What the hell? Skopje is closer, but not correct. You're going the right way, though. Tirana! Yes! Very good. Brilliant. I wondered if anyone had noticed the Albanian flag there. You see that? That's the flag of Albania, and Tirana is the capital of Albania. If we came around here as a clearer flag, maybe you would have seen that by the time we got around there. But this is Tirana. This is the capital of Albania. Looks like a lot of fun. Nice big square there. Big Eurovision party if we ever end up in Albania. Nice communist-style mural up there. Very good. Right, okay, well done, Struan. You are on the wheel again. You are the king of... Where am I tonight? 2 out of the 3 were by you. Okay. It is a cracking flag, yeah. Blood red with a dark double-headed eagle right in the middle of it saying, Mun. Munnen, says the eagle. Right, okay, let's take our leave from the Balkans here and let's get the wheel back on, or on for the first time. Okay, I've got to press this, then I've got to press this, and then I've got to press this, and then I've got to press this. There we go. Gin. Gin. Oh, is that why you call ginge? It's nothing to do with hair colour. It's to do with the amount of gin that you drink. I see. Right, here's all the names I've been typing away here, as you can see, and this translates to the beautiful wheel of names. There's all the names. It's not my usual colours because somehow my account went away and then I've got to start again with the customization. We had Bollywood music and elevator hip-hop earlier on. I think this time we'll go, what the hell's this? What's Duduk, Oud and Doombek? What the hell's that? I like it. Right. So it's going to play that music while it spins. Right, let's spin. So the first spin tonight is for David Scanlon's prize, which is the book. I can't remember the name of the book. But it's also a Billy Connolly DVD. So this is the book and DVD prize. Here we go. Let's spin. Anna Adams. Well, the Duduk and Ook and Doombek music is turning out to be a belter. Book and DVD, brackets, David Scanlon. Anna, you're a winner. Fantastic. Right, okay, that's the first prize. And we take Anna off the wheel, because you can be on the wheel as many times as you like, but you can only win once, right? That's the deal. Second prize tonight is £100,000 scratch card from the National Lottery via me. Let's find out who wins this. Yeah. Is it going to be John?
John Meacham.
John Meacham. There it is. All right. You hear computer guy reading out the voice, reading out the name of the winner. Kind of the music just needs to fade a little bit quicker so you can hear that voice better. But John, you're a winner. You win £100,000 brackets potentially. Next prize tonight is the Minions jigsaw, a 1,000-piece Minions jigsaw. Yes, donated by Bill. Thank you to Bill. And here it comes.
Experience.
Yeah, all right. Brilliant. 1,000-piece jigsaw. Struan. Your Where Am I chops came into play there. You got 2 out of 3. You got another one earlier on, so you've won a jigsaw. And I don't know if you like jigsaws or not. I don't know if you like the Minions. I don't know if you like jigsaws that have cartoons in them or prefer like me, jigsaws that have harbours. I like a harbour. A harbour scene. That's my favourite type of jigsaw. Anna's pleased. Anna's pleased with the book and DVD. Yeah, I'll be getting David to send you that soon. Right, next one is by me. And it is... I'm just getting this in early. The booze at home kit, right? Now, I don't have a big thing with St. Patrick's Day. I'm not Irish. I don't care. But I happen to have this very silly hat. See? What does it say on it? Oh, God. It says, I'm a wee bit Irish. That's pretty egregious. And, yes, folks, it's a lighty up. It's a lighty up shamrock bow tie. Oh, my God. You press the button and it lights up. It's a lighty up shamrock bow tie and a silly little hat. And there's more. There's more. 2 wee bottles of vodka. Ciroc pineapple and Ciroc Snap Frost vodka. These were given to me absolutely ages ago as a gift by a person at a pub quiz, but I'm never going to drink them, you know what I mean? So, and there's a couple of tins of tonic. So all that's going to go in a box, right? It's a St. Patrick's Day party kit. Silly hat, lighty up bow tie, and a couple of vodka. Ginger's Irish just saying, is it the wrong time to make? No, you can be as Irish as you want. It's good stuff, right? You might win this. Moira P. Well, there's your so-called luck of the Irish, just missing out on the Irish prizes by that much. I know vodka's not much to do with Ireland, but, you know, you don't have to drink stout because it's a national day. Vodka is an equally valid thing to do on any day of the year. And anyway, if you're Irish, which you are, Ginge, I'm sure you'd be completely offended by stuff like this. Maybe not. I don't really know Irish people's views on St. Patrick's Day. I mean, does that upset you? Does that upset you? I don't know why the Irish National Day is so much of a thing, you know, compared to the Scottish National Day or even the English National Day or the Welsh. The Irish one seems to have all the PR and the stupid costumes and stuff like that. Yeah, so close. Very close. But Moira's the winner. She's pleased with that. Vodka, yay! All right. Moira P. Vodka Kit. And I'll draw a little shamrock there so I remember that's the other stuff as well. Right, I think, is that it? Oh, Moira, there's also a party popper, right? So it's the full kit. Dressing up stuff, booze, and a party popper. Pop, you know? I don't know if I'm allowed to send that through the post. It counts as incendiaries or something like that. Look, everyone's been really great tonight, so I'm going to do one more prize. And I'll just do one more £100,000. And that'll finish us off. Okay, so let's... Louise Jobson, says the American guy, as if he knows her. You know what I mean? Maybe he does. Anyway, Louisa, you've won a scratch card, £100,000, and that is it, ladies and gentlemen. That's the prizes for tonight. Thanks for taking part. Thanks for doing the quiz. Bad luck to Ginge, who just missed out again. There, I see on the wheel. The luck of the Irish. Amazing. I mean, St. Patrick's Day is a few weeks away. I might try and find some more Irish themed stuff to give away in the next couple of weeks. Thanks for doing the quiz. Hey, good stuff. Yeah, I hope you win £100,000. First of all, because you deserve it. Second of all, it'd be great PR for the quiz. That's it. That's the two reasons, you know, £100,000. And yeah, you might get quite a good tip off you if you won £100,000. Imagine. So I hope you have a great weekend, everybody. I'm going to be writing quiz questions and all that kind of fun stuff. What are you up to? Bad luck, Craig. You got on the wheel twice. Didn't come up trumps. Bad luck to Harvey getting on the wheel. Bad luck to Ed and Kirsten as well. A Coors single. You didn't get a Coors single. Coors come in fours. Oh, like as opposed to an LP. Not just a single core. There was a great Viz comic strip once called Four. It's the Cores. And it's this pervert and he wants to like look at the Cores in their dressing room. So he hides in he tries to get into the Cores dressing room. And he hides himself in the clothes basket because he thinks, whoa, the Cores will put our pants in here. But it's the bloke core who puts his pants in, and it's all skid marks. Viz at its absolute best. For it's the Cores. Are the Cores still going? I think. No, they're not my most hated band, but they're up there. The Cores is bad news. Just the most anodyne garbage. I mean, good luck to them. You know, well done. Let's see. The Cores are an Irish family band. I'm just looking this up, you see, on the old wiki. See what they got. And they're telling me that the Cores are an Irish band. And you can tell straight away. Because Wikipedia uses the former and present tense accordingly. Let me just actually get it on. The Cores. And I'll put it on so we can see it. Let's see if we can find a good fact about the Cores to use in a quiz. So, let's see. Share screen. Chrome tab. Cores. The Cores. Is it that one? Yeah, okay. The Cores are an Irish family band. Combine tradition. Oh, I've gone too close in. I want to try and make it so you can see it. You know what I mean? Traditional Irish themes within their music. Core siblings, Andrea, Sharon, Caroline, and Jim. They're from Dundalk. Well, that might be a fact. Can we use that? Is that interesting that the Cores come from Dundalk? Oh, right, okay. Jim Core is a strange one, is an anti-vaxxer. That's a good one, actually. You know what? You know what would be a good round is a pick 5 round. In fact, I'm going to do that. A pick 5 round. You know my pick 5s. So there's like 9 things on the screen. You got to pick the 5 that are the right answer. So I'll do pop stars that are anti-vaxxers, and Jim Core can be one of them. Who else have we got? Name some other anti-vaxxers. This is great. See, we've got a good round out of this just straight away. Jim Core out of the Cores. That's class. The funny thing about it is that they're like literally pop stars. They've made music. They're good at music, right? And the thing about people who are good at music and good at acting in films, which is even, well, it's not even worse, but it's just the same. It's like you got this artistic talent, right? You can good at making music and you're good at acting in films, and then suddenly that entitles you somehow in the minds of the public to have statements that people listen to and take seriously. Yeah, Ian Brown. I know about that one. You reckon Morrissey? I'm writing these down. Anti-vax pop stars. This is going to be a great pick 5 round. Jenny McCarthy. Who's Jenny McCarthy? Is she an actress? Yeah, actresses or singers or whatever. Jenny McCarthy. That rings a bell, but I can't think for the moment who Jenny McCarthy is. Who's Jenny McCarthy? American actress, model, activist, media personality, and author. My God. How about that? Actress, model, activist, media personality, and author. Man. Conspiracy theorist, pop stars more generally, also a good round. Yeah. It's the good thing about anti-vaxxer is that it's so specific that you can, and you'd be able to negatively check it as well. Like you could, which is that, you know, if someone says, right, Dave Bartram out of Shawaddy Waddy, and you go, right, you can look up what he's saying about COVID or vaccines or whatever and quickly find out. I'm choosing him because I saw him making a COVID is real video earlier today, right? The singer out of Shawaddy Waddy. Whereas it'd be much more difficult to prove that there is Dave Bartram out of Shawaddy Waddy has no conspiracy theories. You know what I mean? So if you choose something specific, then you can zoom in on it and find out yes or no quite quickly. That's the idea anyway. But yeah, that's a good one. That's a great round. That's going to be coming up pretty soon. In fact, I kind of tend to write these things a month at a time. So I need to write some new rounds for March, because March is coming up hard. Jim Carrey? Really? I mean, I don't know why I say really. I mean, there's a range of views on vaccinations and COVIDs, and of course that's going to be spread across celebrity famous people just the same way it is across normal people. So what's Jenny McCarthy famous for? Jenny McCarthy Wahlberg, born McCarthy. So what's she? Nude model, Playboy, Playmate of the Year. Playmate of the Year? What kind of title is that? Jesus Christ. Co-host of MTV game show Singled Out. An eponymous sitcom called Jenny. What's that? You play yourself in a sitcom. Maybe I'm going to film a sitcom called Dr. Paul's House, in which I trip over things and stuff like that. She's married to Donnie Wahlberg. Right, okay. Oh, look. And she used to go out with Jim Carrey, who's also an anti-vaxxer. I've just been told. I don't know if he is, but... John Tucker Must Die. Dirty Love. Basketball. Oh, man. She sounds terrible. Judge on The Masked Singer. Anyway, listen, I better go. It's getting late. In fact, it's 11 o'clock, folks. I've been on for 2 hours. Thank you very much for doing the quiz tonight, ladies and gentlemen. If you did think the quiz was worth a tip, then I'd be delighted to get absolutely anything off you. Do not make the mistake of thinking, oh, I won't give him anything because I only give him £2, and that won't be much. You know, don't think like that. Geese out £2. It's people can afford what people can afford, and I massively appreciate any contribution. Mainly thanks for coming, you know. I'm trying to find my donation link. Here it is. So, you know, and if you can't afford to donate, I mean, times is hard, you know, then I'm happy with that as well. But tell your friends about the quiz, you know. She believes that chelation therapy, a quack remedy for autism, helped cure her son of autism. So Wikipedia, all right, She has promoted the disproven idea, so Wikipedia is fairly sure what it thinks about this. McCarthy has been described as the nation's most prominent purveyor of anti-vaxxer ideology and the face of the anti-vax movement. Although she disputes the anti-vaccine label, but she prefers the term pro-safe vaccine schedule. Well, okay. See, that doesn't sound unreasonable, but it's been met with strong criticism. Same age as me, 1972. I look a lot better than she does. I mean, look at that picture of her up there. See? When's that, though? And that's 2012. Christ, that's nearly 10 years ago. I look amazing. Her hair's pretty good, to be fair. Good hair. But she looks like she's about she looks like she's about to kill somebody. Look at me. I look really reasonable. Anyway, that's going to be a fun round. Right, I'm out here. Thanks very much for doing the quiz, everybody. Thanks to everyone who's still here. Give us a like before you go away. If you didn't give us a like already, give us a like. Send me a tip. Make me happy. And don't forget to upload your scores. Most importantly of all, don't forget to upload your scores for the main quiz. Tricky quiz tonight. Scores are going to be all over the place. So it'll be good to see all those scores for the league table. Thank you very much for doing the quiz, and well done to our winners. Anna, Moira, John, and Louisa and Struan. Well done to you all. Great stuff. I'll see you next time. Back here on Monday. If you only do Fridays, I'll see you next week. Don't forget to do Wednesday as well. Good night.